Lavos sleeps deep underground, consuming the energy of this planet. Brought so near, the Mammon Machine could very well awaken him. We must hurry before it is too late!
Elder, Lady Shala is here!
What? Shala?
Lady Shala, why have you come to such a miserable place? Do not degrade yourselves. We Enlightened Ones were once the same as you. The only difference is that now we are puppets of Lavos. Such a filthy place. Melchior, when the mountain fell, I knew I would find you here.
But is it safe for you to leave the palace?
Whether it is safe or not no longer matters. The Ocean Palace is complete.
Then all is lost.
Not all. Without me, the Mammon Machine is no more than a vessel. I will not activate that evil thing again. I've kept the Skyway open. Please, you must stop my Lady Mother.
Tisk tisk, my dear. Dalton. It would be quite an inconvenience if you failed to activate the machine. Dalton, leave her alone. The fossil speaks! Be silent. You'll come to the Ocean Palace with me. Cause any trouble and your life is... well, I will bear no responsibilities.
Shala!
None of the Queen's brats know their place, do they? Oh, let's not be hasty. I'd be more than happy to take the life of this little pearl. I do not fear the Queen. Shall we be on our way, Shala dear? Your mother is waiting. Lady Shala abducted, but without magic, we're helpless to save her. Old man okay? I am all right. But we must rescue Shala, or there will be terrible consequences. There's no hope of rescuing her, not even for you, Melchior. If the Queen's plans come to fruition, there's no hope for life as we know it. You would go and stop her! My pardons, you risk your life for us time and time again, and I do not even know your names.
You have already helped us. Now we are returning the favor.
Whatever are you talking about? Chrono, go now! Wait, take this with you. It's made from the same redstone as the Mammon Machine. With it, you should be able to destroy the thing for good.
The ruby knife is not a weapon for Chrono. So it's gotta be for Frog, right? Nope, not even him. It's actually just straight up a key item that is used for that intended purpose. You know, Melchior is a freak for swords, so it kind of makes sense that it would be a weapon, though it's not. I feel so bad for Shala. I feel like she is a very sympathetic character in that she doesn't seem all bad, like not even bad at all, and just gets roped into things that she has no control over. It kind of mirrors how you feel as a kid, where you see your parents doing bad things, but you're just kind of powerless to have any say in it, even though you see where it's going, and you can't really be I told you so, because they often punish you for things like that. Thought I'd show you what happened in the Mountain of Woe really quick, just in case you were curious. But that's kind of what it feels like to me, is that she's just a kid in the wrong place at the wrong time, and as somebody who had a rocky relationship with one of their parents, she reminds me a lot of how that felt, and I can't help but feel sorry for her, and like, you know, I can kind of understand what she would be going through in a situation like that. It might just be the music talking and my love for it, but I think that she is a good character in spite of it. I think she is still a good character regardless of that. I hope Lady Shala is still alive. Young Lord Janus made for the Skyway to save Lady Shala. That's where we're going next. Now that the Skyway is open, sounds like a good place to start. In case you need some quick heals and don't feel like hopping in your plush leather seats and getting mileage racked up on your time machine, the spell that is blocking the gates has now been removed as well, not just the Skyway. Anything that lets me hear this music again is good. We're gonna stop in a little bit and just kind of talk to a few people, see if anything's changed. No, you're just saying the same thing. Most unusual visitors. This is a continuation of my dream. I can't stand it whenever dreams are so realistic that you think that they're real. I mean, whenever dreams open with you waking up in the morning and everything is played very straight and realistic, and you only find out it's not the case whenever one unusual thing happens that shouldn't be possible and it scares the crap out of you. Those are the worst. I've had all sorts of things like watching a video and then the video started talking back to me and I get so scared where at first I'm like, oh, that's a funny coincidence, and then oh no, it wasn't a coincidence. It was talking back to me, and I'm like, oh no, the world's ending, and then everything fades to white, and I wake up and, ugh. Back up top on the moist and chewy cake they call Zeal. Stop in at Kajar, because I want to show you that the first time that you go to Zeal, at least I know I felt this way, that everything was so utopian and perfect, and, you know, man, I wish I could live here, and then after you learn what's going on here, if you pay attention to the decor of just people's houses and everything, you have these scrolls on the wall that depict the Mammon Machine. It's even on here, like on this tablecloth. It's everywhere. You see the Mammon Machine just depicted in people's furniture, on everything, really. Just all these rooms are full of little references and visual homages to the Mammon Machine. Here, you can even argue that this pattern is. It looks so unhealthy and just scary after you know what's going on here, and everybody's just living life happily with this thing all around them, and you see what it's capable of doing. It's thematically brilliant how nothing is physically changed, yet it looks totally different to you in such a subtle way. After powering up the pendant, if you come back here and you say that that's Lady Shala's pendant, I've no love for liars. I've no love for liars, he says again. I have to leave the room and come back in order to get him to reset. This isn't something that I forgot to do. After all, powering up the pendant makes the rest of Zeal Kingdom completely locked off because of all the new blockades. First off, we have the Platinum Helm, already awfully obsolete. What is it with horrible helmets everywhere? The Platinum Vest, on the other hand, is better than the plates that we currently have in the way of defense, even if it's not in the way of magical resistance. As weapons go, we have the Vajra Sword, a weapon for Chrono we haven't been able to get, but we were able to get the Heavy Hand and the Smiter's Blade by charming enemies in the Mountain of Woe. Maybe that could go on him? No, actually, I don't think I want to buy that. Maybe I'll just buy a couple of Platinum Vests. This is part of why I was being so sparing about my money. As you can see, it's not as good as the stuff that the quote-unquote poor people were selling down on the surface world. Sorry, not buying it. It does not make any sense with what we've... For one defense, I'll take the higher magical resistance. Yeah, that's not worth it. Robo, however, you can take that, because you only have a regular vest. Not worth it on you. Frog, it actually is. I already know what I feel about those. Okay, buying 2 is the perfect number. How's that? Come again. Realize something that could have been done just ever so slightly sooner. Ayla, take the Rage Band. It cuts you by 3 speed. Yeah, it does tear me up a little inside to see the poor girl like that, but I think I'll manage someday. I won't lie that this place was already unsettling, and you see all the imagery of the Mammon Machine and all the mechanical stuff around it anyway, but I think that it just, on a repeat visit after you know everything that's going on, it's all the more unsettling. We'll go and see the Mammon Machine chamber, as it has been moved. The Mammon Machine was transported to the Ocean Palace to begin harvesting the raw energy of Lavos. That's so cool. I know it's evil, I know it's horrible, I know it's bringing about the end of life as we know it, but, you know, I can at least commend it for being cool looking when I see it. Nothing? Just gonna smile and bob around in place all cutesy? Okay. You guys are accessories to all the horrible things going on because you don't say anything about it or say anything in general. It's all the New's fault, I tell you. All life begins and ends with New, is what it tells you. The Queen and Lady Shala have both descended to the Ocean Palace. In a short time, we Enlightened Ones will finally attain immortality. The Ocean Palace is complete. Zeal will reign forever. Why is that prophet allowed inside while I'm stuck guarding a place like this?
Ah, you came! I decided to leave you alone before, hoping you might make that prophet show his true colors, but I've no use for you anymore. Your history! We finally get to punch Dalton's face in! Oh, I've been waiting for this! So much so I spat all over my mic and ew, it's all white and mucus. Okay, never mind. How fitting that I do that with Dalton. He is just a lonesome target on his own. Anything that you have that does like 2,000 HP, that should be fine. He attacks with the Iron Orb, and he sometimes counters with it as well. I brought Frog and Marl to this because they have a good triple tech together. Marl, you can just use Cure while he's saying go ahead and trying to attack. We've seen that plenty of times. I think we know it's not a good thing for us. He'll just counter with the Iron Sphere. It's pretty much his only attack. It looks like he's in his different stance now. Marl, hurry up. I am so used to having Ayla in the party all the time. You really gotta have a leg day at the gym or something so that you can pick up the pace a little bit. Darn it. Burp. His gimmick is having your HP, and just as soon as you think that he has no real way of damaging you, he burps on you at the end of the fight, possibly finishing you off. I just recommend saving in case he gets you with that. He probably won't, but just in case. Charm is not necessary. He drops a power meal, or ambrosia, sorry, which is fitting for his character, but you can get those unlimited from Gato, and you can only have one in the inventory anyway, so that's why I didn't bring Ayla to this fight. No! I can't be beaten now! Not with eternal life just within my grasp. Heard so much about it, let's tear it down. Immediately a save point. I recommend that you take advantage of that and use a shelter. I feel dark energy filling this place. Something frightening stirs. Shala, raise the output of the Mammon Machine to its limit. Shala, you dare disobey me? Very well, Mother. Oh, what splendor. Behold the incredible power of Lavos. Next time on Chrono Trigger, it's the Ocean Palace. See you guys then.